My kits that I make, that I cut the strips for you, this is the size. This is how it looks. So when finished, I say approximately 36 by 36 because it'll probably be that way if you give yourself like a 1/4 of an inch seam, but I don't, so mine's a little less. My seam allowance is probably closer to like 1/3 of an eighth, which is more than 1/4, so it takes a little more off. And so when finished, I didn't square it up yet, so I am going to cut this part off. I am going to square it up till about right here. Till about right here. Just right there. So it's about 35 and a half. 35 and a half, I did measure it same way that way. 35 and a half by 35 and a half is what it is for the finished, right? And then what you're gonna do, if you wanna make it bigger, you can take whatever fabric, you could take like a strip. Give me a second. Let's say, just because I have this strip cut out already, I have this one. It is silver. You can always add on your own border. And so this is just because I have the strip in front of me. Once it's squared up, you can go like this. It could be, this is 3 inches. You can make it more than 3 inches if you want. Whatever, it's up to you. Here and here. And then you're just gonna sew that, right? Once you sew that, fold it over. Once you fold it over there, here, and you could just kind of go all the way around with that just to kind of make it bigger. Another question I get is, how big do you have to do your triangles and your squares? So I give myself plenty to go over what I measure from there till about, let's say, like right here to right here. So 11 and a half would be kind of where I go. Once you're done 11 and a half, you're gonna cut that square. So you're gonna cut a square, 11 and a half by 11 and a half, right? And then once you have your square, you're gonna do a half square triangle. You're gonna cut that in half. And that's gonna be the first part. And that's gonna be this part, this part, this part, this part. So you're gonna have 2 squares, cut them in half. It'll give you 4 triangles. That's where you're 4. Next, you're gonna cut out 4 squares, which, if I give myself lots of room, I'm gonna start from here till about right here. As you can see there, that's probably where I made it. So I made it about 12 inches. Same way, about 12 inches. And it's always, the squares are always going to be a little bit bigger because you have to account for this part and this part. And when you're sewing, sew all the way right to this end and this end, not the tip. Don't stop there. You're going to go all the way to the end. And then once you're done, you're going to be like, that's how I do it. So I don't know exact measurements. People want exact measurements. I don't know, right? I cut bigger, cut down to size when it's done. Because that's just how I like to do it. And line my ruler up there, line it up there. And then cut, square it up. Do all 4 sides.